Here we find the oil and the water. We want to see what will happen when we add them in a jar. Let's see the experiment.
Yuvi, do you know why you should wash your hands with soap after eating food with your hands? To kill all the germs and remove the smell of the food from our hands. Yes, you are correct, but there is one more strong reason too. What is that? No, wait. You go find the answer before I finish my lunch. If you get the answer, I'll give you an ice cream. Ice cream? Wow! I'll try. Should I call Chotu? No, he'll ask my ice cream if he gets to know what Mom told. What do I do? Oh no, I'll call Chotu. Izzy Fizzy Flip Flop call Chotu on the spot.
UV! Master UV? Tell me what I have to do to get an ice cream.
Ice cream? Oh no. Okay, let's share it.
So you want to know why you wash hands with soap after eating with your hand, right?
Yes, what could the reason be?
Simple. When you eat with your hand, the oil in your food will be deposited on your fingers. Just water cannot wash off the oil. So, you have to use soap to remove the oil.
Oh, but why can't water wash off the oil?
Simple. Because some things just don't get along well with each other. I'll do an experiment for you to understand better.
Sure. What all do we need to do the experiment?
We will need small soft drink bottle, water, food color, 2 tablespoons of cooking oil.
What do we do next?
First, add a few drops of food coloring to the water. Mix it well. Now, pour about 2 tablespoons of this colored water along with the 2 tablespoons of cooking oil into the small soft drink bottle. Close the lid tight and shake the bottle as hard as you can. Let us put the bottle back down and have a look. It may have seemed as though the liquids were mixing together. But can you see this? The oil is floating back to the top.
Yes, but water mixes with almost everything, right?
While water often mixes with other liquids to form...
Okay, as we watched in our experiment, the oil don't mix with the water. It will float on the surface of the water. It will float. So here the don't dissolve. Don't dissolve. Don't dissolve. Here it will, oil will float. Oil float on the water. Oil float. Don't dissolve. Don't dissolve. Let's hear this song about dissolve.
Scientists like to solve things, and I'm using H2O. That's just water, don't you know?
Mama said never eat too much sugar. Mama said nobody really should. But I said I like to eat sweet sugar cause it tastes really, really very, very, very good. So I hid all the sugar where it couldn't be found, not up in the air and not down on the ground. Each day I drank sugar and nobody knew. Someone stole the sugar, but they didn't know who. And each day I drank from a clear glass jar. It looked like water, but was better by far. It tasted so sweet, but no one ever solved. A clear bottle liquid had sugar dissolved.
Sugar dissolved, sugar dissolved. A clear glass bottle had sugar dissolved. I like to dissolve things just like scientists like to solve things. And I'm using H2O.
shaking some salt on his
Salt.
food, and it drove Mama straight to a pretty bad mood. She said to my I saw Dad shaking some salt on his food, and it drove Mama straight to a pretty bad mood. She said, too much salt is bad for your health, and your health is important. It's your body's greatest wealth. Mama asked me to hide the salt from Dad, and I had an idea, and it made my mama glad. I poured all the salt in a bucket of water, watched it dissolve like I know salt really oughta. Dad looked for the salt, but the salt he couldn't find, so we ate without his salt, and his food still tasted fine. Now when Mama needs the salt just like a pinch, she'll tell me in advance, and getting salt is such a cinch. I let the water evaporate, and what's left is the salt. For my Mama's really great, and Dad never knows the salt is still around, dissolved in the bucket where it's never really found.
Salt, dissolve. Salt, dissolve.
And salt dissolve. I like to dissolve things just like scientists like to solve things. And I'm using H2O. That's just water, don't you know?
When solids like salt or sugar dissolve in a liquid, such as water, they create a new substance known as a solution. Once the salt or sugar is
Okay, here we knew that sugar dissolve in the water, also salt dissolve in the water. Okay, oil can't dissolve. Oil can't dissolve. It will float on the water. It will float on the water. Again, here we'll say some solids dissolve in the water, as we had sugar, salt, they dissolve in the water. But we have also sand can't dissolve, oil can't dissolve, it will float. Okay, again, sugar, salt, dissolve. Sugar, salt, dissolve in water. Sugar, salt, dissolve in the water. What about oil? What about sand? Don't dissolve. Oil, float on the water. Oil, float in the water. Sugar, salt, dissolve. Oil, sand, don't dissolve. Oil will float on the water. Let's see again another experiment.
Sugar, salt, and flour. Number 4, mixing spoon. Okay, so let's check my setup here. I got flour, sugar,
Flour here
oil, and
instead of
salt.
sand,
There are
like
4
sand.
clear cups, and you can see substance in a bowl. So let's start with the experiment. These are 3 simple steps that we need to follow in order to do this experiment. Let's start with the experiment. Step 1, it says pour equal amount of water in cups.
Pour water here in the cups. At first thing, I'll pour the water.
So I have poured equal amounts of water, 4 cups with equal amount of water. Step number 2, add different substances. Let's add 1 spoon of sugar in water and see what happens.
We'll add sugar first in the water to see what will happen. Stir it.
We're going to stir it for 30 seconds.
It will.
Let's make our observation. Oops, where did all the sugar go? Sugar has dissolved in water.
Dissolve in
So
the
what
water.
happens with sugar when we add it to water? Sugar mixes with water, so it makes a sugar solution. So we can say that sugar dissolves in water. Okay, so our next substance is oil. We'll add 1 spoon of oil in water
Oil. Here we'll add oil.
and stir it for 30 seconds.
We'll
So
stir
this oil
it also.
mixed with water. You can see that oil is on the top and
You see the oil?
is at the bottom.
Float.
So we can say that oil doesn't dissolve in water. Our third substance is salt. Let's add 1 spoon of salt in water
Here salt.
and stir it for 30 seconds. When salt is added to water, it makes a salt solution. So where did all the salt go? It all disappeared? Yes. So we can say that salt dissolves in water. My fourth substance is flour. Let's see what happens to flour when we try to mix it with water.
Flour or sand here.
Gathered in water. And then we stir it for 30 seconds.
Both of them here. Done.
So what happens to flour when we try to mix it with water? Did it dissolve? Did you succeed? The answer is we cannot mix flour with water. Flour cannot dissolve in water.
Cannot dissolve.
My third step was to observe what happens in each cup. My third step was to observe what happens in each cup. So I did it along with step 2, and here is my result. The four substances were oil, sugar, salt and flour, and after doing my experiment, I noticed that oil did not dissolve in water. Sugar, yes, it dissolved in water. Salt, yes. And flour, no. Flour didn't dissolve in water. So
So here we knew that oil floats on the surface of the sea if it floats on the surface of the water, and if it floated on the surface of the sea in some accidents may be harmful. Let's answer this question. As phase pours and flows, dissolve, liquid makes solid. Here, what is the answer? What pours here we said? Yes, excellent, liquid. Number 1, and this is number 1, liquid. Okay. Salt and sugar. What will happen in water? Sugar, salt and sugar. Yes, excellent. Dissolve. Dissolve. Number 2 here. Number 2, dissolve. Oil and water don't. What will happen for them? They don't. Yes, don't mix. They don't mix. Number 3 here, mix. Okay. Question number 2 will be homework. Please do your homework, and inshallah next time we'll solve together again. Thank you very much. See you later inshallah. Bye.